Hello world, and welcome to Elevated Intuition. Today I am doing a pick a card reading for self-healing. So this was a request to do a reading on healing. Obviously I'm not a doctor, so any reading on healing that would include medical advice is like out of my realm, but I can use cards to guide our thoughts, our feelings, and like emotions, things like that. And it's really kind of like mending our soul, kind of healing here. Those types of things I find, and you can disagree with this, but I find that help us get the right frame of mind, then can help us with the physical world around us. And that's what the intention is of this reading. I also see and understand, like I don't like to dwell on negative things. However, that is part of our human experience. We all experience pain, we all experience loss, we all experience surprises where we think we're headed in one direction and then oops, change it up. Whether that's a loss of a job, whether that is a medical diagnosis, whether that is a breakup of a partnership, these types of things, they happen to all of us, and they happen to people that we love. And these messages are here to help support us mentally so that we can use them to support ourselves physically. That is my intent anyway. It's also really important to remember that these, to use your own discernment. So this is elevated intuition. It is about elevating your intuition along with mine. You take what resonates, use your intuition. Sometimes the whole reading doesn't apply to you. Sometimes there's just a few messages that apply to you. Sometimes you get into it's a pick a card. So sometimes you pick one of these piles and it's not for you. And that's okay. Like if nothing is for you, that's okay. We'll do other readings. If you get into one or you want to pick more than one, sometimes there's parts of the reading that resonate for you. So I know like a lot of naysayers will point to that as like tarot not being real, but I feel like anything that is uplifting and positive and can help us, it's real. And you being a part of the experience is you using your intuition and discernment to figure out what is meant for you, what you are here to hear. I have 3 piles. I have the links to them down below. If you like to pick with objects, I'm going to be placing objects right now. So for group number 1, this is Caribbean Calcite. Woo! So I'm going to do all hearts because I'm doing this with love for you. Group number 2, this is a Pyrite heart. And for group number 3, this is an Apatite heart. Okay, so we really need to set the intention that you will hear the messages you're supposed to hear. And if you are not ready to pick a group, you're not sure which one to pick, you can do a breathing exercise with me. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath in and release. Release any tension and take a deep breath in and release. Set the intention that you will hear messages that you are meant to hear, and that will help you on your journey. Now go ahead and open your eyes, and wherever your eyes are drawn towards, that's the pile for you. Timestamps down below, and I will meet you at your reading. Hello, group 1. If you picked the Caribbean Calcite heart, you are in the right spot. So I'm going to ask 5 questions of these cards. Actually, I'm going to do a couple of this deck and a couple of another angel deck, and we'll go from there. And for the self-healing, where does my soul, or where does the soul of group 1 need healing? Soul for group 1 need healing. And we get the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, but also impatient. News of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar, do things that fuel your passion, and finish what you start. So I'm feeling like you've got a block here in your creativity, in your movement of where you want to go. This would be like a classic writer's block, a creativity block. This could be like a feeling of you will never, a very stuck energy, like you're never going to move past where you are at the moment. And what I want to tell you is that this too shall pass. So even if you feel like you're never going to have a fresh idea, you're never going to move in a fresh direction, you're never going to do something new that's exciting to you, that's not true. This is just an energy of the moment that you feel stuck in. So yes, like this Page card is like really happy and enthusiastic and ready to go and raring to go. But the question asked is like, why you feel like you need this healing in your soul. And that's why, because you're not connecting with this Page of Wands energy. You're not connecting with this fresh energy, this moving forward energy. So let's see what else we can get here. Where do I need, or what do I need to do to support my healing? Look at this. We get the 9 of Cups. So this is absolutely related to emotions. And what you need to do is understand that wishes come true, dreams come true, and you can make your dream a reality. 9 of Cups is the wish card. It's a good fortune card. It means that things are moving forward for you, and it's absolutely within your grasp. What you can do to get there is trust in yourself, trust in the universe. And since Cups is so connected to our emotions, it's you know, this too shall pass. Getting that emotions in check. Stop saying to yourself that this is like this particular moment where you need healing from, that you need movement forward from is forever. It's not. It's just a pathway through to all of your dreams coming true. This is having faith in the universe that all will be well. So this is an excellent, really an excellent card for you to get right here. I'm going to pull in some, I've got 3 more cards to pull. I'm going to pull in this deck to see if we can get some synchronicities going, but also, you know, just to pull in a little bit, maybe some different energy. And right away we get King of Water. And for this question is, what hinders you in this process? Kings, you know, again, emotions are very much involved. And it is becoming, what is hindering you is not trusting your emotions, maybe giving them a little bit too much weight. I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel your emotions. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. You absolutely should feel them, go through them, but become an observer of them. Don't let them take over what you're doing. Don't let them, you can't let your emotions be in control. Your emotions are a tool. They let you know what you like, what you don't like, what directions you should go, how you feel about a situation. Those are all really important tools. It's important indications for what you should do, where you should go, trusting in your instincts, those kinds of things. But it gets you in this kind of fight or flight mentality, which is, you know, not you rising above it. like the Nine of Water, and really the King of Water rises above his emotions. It doesn't mean he doesn't feel. It doesn't mean that he doesn't take his emotions into advisement, that he doesn't feel his emotions. Emotions can, but they can kind of like keep you in a mind frame that you're supposed to just move through. You're really just visiting. So this card says King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice and clarity work. I want to just say, like, faith in the universe that all will be well, and clarity. Sometimes emotions can be very, I don't want to say toxic, but they can definitely keep you from seeking that larger perspective that you might need. They can definitely keep you kind of trapped in a moment that you really are supposed to like be moving through and flowing through. And I'm saying flowing specifically because we've got 2 Cups cards now. It is about this journey of like you having this blockage, and your emotions are really, really important to moving through that, but then, you know, feeling them, and it's a flow through it. Does it happen overnight? Absolutely not. It may take a moment for you to like go, okay, that I get that, I move that, that emotion in my heart, I feel it. Because if you like block yourself off from the emotion, you're going to still kind of find yourself in this cycle coming back, that you're not moving out and moving through this healing. But if you like just fully embrace that emotion and live in the moment with it, it can trap you there as well. So you're supposed to feel it, be in that moment, and then become that observer of it. The King of Water is often kind of seen as being on an island, and it just, everything is flowing around him. And again, it's not because he doesn't feel these emotions, but he sees them and he observes them and he uses them on his journey. What spiritual lesson is behind this pain? What spiritual lesson is behind this pain? I feel like there might be several, because some of these cards are like, I want to come out, but I'm not the exact right card. Look, some more emotions. So 4 of Water. Missing an opportunity, discontented, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. I often call this 4 of Water card, or it's the 4 of Cups card, kind of the meh card, because you do, it is a card, like 4 is a number of stability, but you're just, again, you're just not feeling the passion that you really want or need to move past this block. Again, these emotions, the spiritual lesson here is really digging deep and moving past all of these emotions and seeing the beauty, seeing the miracles, seeing that faith that you have in the universe, because it is kind of like you've got these 3 cups here that are you're crying over spilt milk, but then this other cup is coming in and it's being handed to you, it's being given to you. And the final card is a message from Spirit. And I have some more messages from Spirit after this as well. So we've got the Knight of Earth. And I love this because we've got cups, a lot of emotions here. We've got where we want to be. We want to like move past this. We want to get like this, and a Page and Fire, both of them are very like fast moving energy. We really want to get moving. We really want to get going. We're just not sure how to deal with our emotions. And I feel like the Knight of Earth comes in is kind of like a, hey, this is how you deal with it. It's putting one step in front of the other. It is doing these small things, because the small things add up to big things. And the Knight of Earth, on this card, it says loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, and a guardian angel. The Knight of Earth is somebody like, yes, you want to like move past this very, very quickly. The Knight of Earth doesn't move quickly. He is slow and steady, wins the race. He is one foot in front of the other. He is just keep moving. I understand that we've got this whole grind going on here through this emotional kind of battlefield, but you're going to get through it. And there's ups and there's downs, but we're going to just keep moving forward, keep moving through it. All of these are angel cards so far. I felt like this reading really needed some angel cards. So here is another angel card deck. Any advice going forward? Anything that our group 1 needs to know? Let's see. And we've got higher vibrational living. This is more about letting go of the past. This is more about moving through your emotions and moving on. High vibrational living is so much connected to Archangel Michael. This wish card is connected to Archangel Uriel. So I will actually like read some more messages regarding those archangels too. If you feel drawn to connect with these angels to help you through this, I think that would be really helpful. But Archangel Michael is what's connected to this high vibrational living. It talks about letting go of the past and releasing the need to worry about the future. And know that the here and now, the present moment, is where all of your power, your frequency, and your potential as an ascending being lies. Divine light has always been within you and has you energetically lift in vibration. You become more aware, perceiving and experiencing higher vibrational consciousness and frequency, higher vibrational living right now. Your angels are supporting you in this, in safely lifting to a level of vibration that is right for you now, the highest possible amount of light and love and divine qualities that you are ready to embody. What's really important is it's about being in this moment so that we move past all of the negativity. It is, and again, back, it's so interesting to me that you have fire, water, earth, and then I feel like higher vibrational living is very connected to air. It's about moving forward. It's about, but it's funny because it's like moving forward and standing still and like this meditation. And just, again, I keep coming back to this, seeing your emotions, moving past them, being an observer of them, and using them to launch you forward. And I feel like understanding that where you are and where you're going, like there's higher meanings, there's higher vibration. It is like a bigger experience for you. Archangel Michael too, Archangel Michael is the angel that you call upon if you're feeling unsafe. He's known for helping and protecting others, soothing fears. So Archangel Michael is very good for getting through like this choppy kind of emotional water. So praying to Archangel Michael, asking for healing from Archangel Michael. He can sever energetic, like unwanted energetic connections. So if this healing is connected to, you know, somebody who's really toxic in your life, Archangel Michael can help come in and use his sword of light to cut that off. So he's a very powerful angel. Archangel Uriel is also very powerful. And Archangel Uriel is the angel of epiphanies and bright ideas. And I feel like Archangel Uriel is connected to this 9 of Cups card because your emotions are meant to help you have an idea to move past them. Again, being that observer of those emotions. If you're looking for an amazing new insights, Archangel Uriel will brainstorm with you. And he helps with emotional healing and transformation. So I feel like Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel are very good angels for you to work with to move through this difficult time and start jump-starting that emotional healing. So I'm going to pull one more of these cards. This isn't an angel card. A time to share comes out. So I wanted to do this one because it is about kind of, this whole deck is about being alone and finding blessings in solitude and isolation. But it's time to share. It's time to connect with others around you who might be going through the same thing that you are, or who will support you on your journey. We may love the road we take alone, and on the lonely road we may find truths of who we are. But until we allow another being to be close to us, we will not find out who we have become in relation to others. It's time to form bonds and relate and rediscover our own thoughts and feelings in response to those of another. There will be times when there are shared experiences, their pleasures amplified because they are mutual. This is the true joy of companionship and friendship. That sense that the world is seen and experienced and even understood for a small moment by two or more people. All is sweeter because the deep longing to share with another is finally fulfilled. So it is absolutely about connecting with others who might be going through the same experience, and letting them in. So connecting with others is very much a part of your journey and of your healing. You are not alone. So don't be like that stoic person where you just feel alone. I feel like the Knight of Earth, he's somebody who is very, like, he's there for other people, but it's time to let other people be there for you as well. And part of our emotions that we're feeling and a lot of our journey, it's very much about connecting with others around us and appreciating others around us. So I love you, Group 1. I'm sending you lots of love and healing thoughts, and I hope this helped. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, Group 2. If you picked the Pyrite heart, or you liked the number 2, you are in the right spot for your healing messages. So I'm going to start off with some angel cards. I have 2 angel tarot decks, and then I'll have some more messages afterwards after these, but I've got 5 questions here for your self-healing. So where does my soul need healing? So for you, Group 2, it's interesting you picked 2, and then we get the 2 of Earth coming out right away. Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. It's often like you're trying to juggle so many different things. You might have a lot of different thoughts, or you might have a lot of different opportunities. You might have a lot of different responsibilities, and it can be to the point where you're almost like, I don't know if you've ever seen those people who like spin plates, where they've got like all of these different things going on, and they keep trying to keep this one up and that one up and this one up and that one up. And it just can get overwhelming at times if you don't have like an intention or a plan. And especially if you're somebody who is who appreciates a job well done, or is a perfectionist, or even just wants to do their best in everything, it can be really difficult when you've got like way too much on your plate. So when we've got the Two of Earth here, it is time to like consider a thing, consider a focus. What is it that you need to focus on? Is it your health at this time? Is it your mental health well-being at this time? Is it making friendships? For me personally, I have myself felt like really overwhelmed recently, and I have just had to like pull back and focus on me, and that's focus on and sometimes especially as a mom, or maybe as a parent, as like a breadwinner, something, you know, in those types of situations, you get so, and even in like a particular job, like you might be so concerned or worried about others that you very rarely, if ever, ask what you personally need. And I feel like it might be time for you to pull back and ask those questions and discover the things that you might just need to let drop. Or who it is around you that can help you. A lot of times too, I was going to say, if you are somebody who is a people pleaser, you may have pulled a lot of things onto your plate that don't need to be there. Or you might have certain expectations or of the way that things should be, and they're not realistic. And it's time to let some of that stuff go. But this is like your first, here's the Eight of Earth. There's a lot of, and I almost feel like a lot of perfectionist energy here. There are a lot of things that we do as people pleasers, or where we feel we need to do things in a certain way, and it is just something that works against us or hinders us. Next question is, what do I need to do to support my healing? And we've got the Eight of Earth. This is skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. But the important thing about this particular like Eight of Earth, like you're not going to go back to school if you don't know what area it is that you need to study. You're not going to work on a skill if you're not sure what skill that is. So the important thing when we're moving from the Two of Earth to the Eight of Earth, like what do you need to do? You need to finding a focus. And focus on that, and then go in and learn more about that particular thing, that area of focus. And what hinders the process for you? What is hindering this process? Renewal. Renewal is, it's renewal in this deck, but it is judgment in other tarot decks. I picked these particular like angel cards because they are a little more loving and forgiving. And that's what I needed for the self-healing reading. But judgment, we'll come back to that because it's going to be really important. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose in your heart. You know what to do. So whatever has led you to this self-healing reading, it's not for nothing. It is time, you're like at a crossroads because there is a time to change. And part of the reason why you might be holding back, or you might be feeling this turmoil, is because resistant to change, resistant to move into a new direction. Or like this renewal is talking about, you are stuck in the past or on a past situation. Things have changed. You cannot continue going the same way that you were before. whether things have changed in regard to your health and body, whether things have changed in regard to like your job situation, your romantic situation, family situation. Things don't stay the same. They move forward, they change. And I feel like this is a little bit of a resistance to change. Now, the Eight of Earth is a like, you're moving into the Eight of Earth energy is like, okay, let's figure out all there is to know about this change so that I can prepare for it. So I feel like once you kind of like look at what that worst case scenario is, when you look at it, you cannot avoid it. It's the elephant in the room. You need to look at it. You need to acknowledge it and go, yeah, that is a really possibility. I might have to do whatever that is, that worst case scenario. But if I learn about that situation, I understand that I can move forward and let go of the negativity around it, and then just kind of like buckle down and make it happen. Buckle down and make it work. Judgment. This is, it's often, it's interesting that this is, I think this is Jophiel, the angel that it's attached to. I'll look that up and clarify in a moment, because often I think it's Archangel Gabriel, kind of like welcoming people to the pearly gates. It's like moving through in a very real sense, like your next step in life. And this is, what is this next step? What is this next phase that it is that you're going to need to do? You're going to need to head in this direction and head in there full force. Our ego often doesn't like change. Our ego often doesn't want us, even if it's something that's going to be positive for us, like we're moving to a new city for a new job or an opportunity. We often have like these negative thoughts that like come through our mind. And I feel like the Two of Earth is often like a, you're playing, well, what if? And then the Eight of Earth is like, okay, that's okay. I can deal with the what ifs. I can look at the what ifs. I can, and it's kind of like a calming down of this what ifs, and not being afraid to move forward, not being afraid, because you're trusting your future self with future issues. Okay. We all go through, changes and stages in life, and that's okay. We're all marching forward. We're all marching to, this time is going to be marching through with a new, marching to a new drummer. What spiritual lesson is behind this pain? Okay. Yeah. Five of Pentacles, a lot of earth energy here. So it tells me that this is a lot of like very physical things happening. The Five of Pentacles, negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges, fears surrounding money, reaching out to others for assistance, and then poor timing for becoming self-employed. So if this is you, this is kind of like moving it through and weathering the storm. The archangel here is Archangel Sandalphon. Sandalphon is kind of like the messenger of God. You can, if you feel like your prayers are not being answered, you can pray to Archangel Sandalphon. He is said to be very tall. His feet are on earth and his head is in the heavens. Like he is that tall. So I love it that he is with this Pentacles card, because it's very grounding. It reminds you to be grounded, and that's what I feel like, these grounded and practical. Let's not let our emotions get away from us. Let's be very practical. Let's do things that are very meaningful. Let's do things that are very physical. And to gain stability. And then the Five of Pentacles is also, we can have like some very negative thoughts when we're going into situations and feel like we're the only ones that this has ever happened to. The Five of Pentacles reminds us that we are not alone. Even if we feel alone, even if we're trying to be stoic, even if we're trying to, even if we're not seeing it, even if we're not seeing that this negative situation, that others have moved through it, have moved past it, that this is part of our human experience. And this is seeing the appreciation and the beauty in our experience, in our shared experience. This is a raising of the hand and saying, you know what, this is overwhelming for me right now. I do need some help with this. And finding that. And even if it's finding that help with the angels. So Archangel Sandalphon is somebody that can help you. And then the final one of these cards I'm going to pull is a message from Spirit. What is a message from Spirit about the situation for group 2? Wow. So many Pentacles cards, so many Earth cards, so much in the physical here. Seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience. So this is not something that's going to resolve itself overnight. This is something but your efforts, whatever you're putting towards this, whatever you're doing, whatever you're studying, like once you pick a direction, like it is the right direction to go. Just keep going. A time for resting and planning for the future and unnecessary worry. And I feel like the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles is both about unnecessary worry. This is time to give your worries to these angels. This is time to pray and let them help you. The G on this does stand for Archangel Gabriel, and I'm just gonna look up some information. Oh, the GE is Archangel Jeremiel. Sorry, it's not. I do need to know more about these archangels. But I feel like it's really important to talk about Archangel Gabriel, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel wears many hats and is an archangel, angelic coach, and can help you keep motivated and focused. So I feel like when we had the Two of Earth here, that it's really important to help you get focused and help you to move in the direction that you're supposed to be going. So Archangel Gabriel is perfect to work with. For talented and creative people, they work with Archangel Gabriel. If you are doing something artistic or creative, like being an actor or a speaker or a writer, you would want to work with Archangel Gabriel. And the strength of God is what Archangel Gabriel is known for. And then Jeremiel is about working with your spiritual gifts. So like for me, I would call on Archangel Jeremiel to help me with all of the things that I need to do spiritually, but that's why he's represented here on this renewal card, because connecting beyond the physical, which is really interesting that you have all of these physical cards, all of these earth cards. That's why I wanted to do two different decks too, to see what confirmations we're getting here. And then like to understand, like this is just something that's really unique in our human experience, but that the angels are absolutely around you to help you through this. That it isn't easy for anyone. That you know, we all go through pain. It's all, you know, very much a human experience that we're in, and but to trust in guidance, to trust in your connection to that guidance as well, and that the angels love you and want to work with you, that God loves you. I'm just going to get personal development. Having the 8 of Earth here with personal development is really trusting in yourself that you can grow. It's a lot about growth here. Now is the time to focus on your developing yourself and making personal growth a priority in your life. Personal development doesn't need to be stuffy or arduous. It's just a lifelong process in gaining skills and getting bigger goals and increasing confidence. Through personal empowerment and spiritual growth, you can align with a more fulfilling and higher quality of life. Developing yourself personally is about realizing and maximizing your full potential and uncovering the true reasons for why you are alive in this physical. Without focusing on your personal growth first, your service to others will be limited because you will not have the required energy or skills to invest in creating a better world for you and for humanity. So it's you know, this pain that we all go through, it's for a reason. It's moving us into greater service to ourselves, greater understanding of ourselves, and greater service to others. And then drink from your own well, water your own garden. I'm not laughing. I'm just, these, that's why I love using multiple decks, because it just confirms like the message. Gosh, and I even started off with this when we were talking about the 2 of Earth, that it is time to focus on yourself. It is time to get focused. It is time to learn more. It is time to focus on yourself. You cannot let other people pull you in all of these different directions. You need to do what's right for you. And whatever changes that come, like this is not only, it's not only good for you, it's good for the people around you. Water your own garden, and then we have this garden here with her watering the seeds, because those seeds are going to grow, and with that growth is growth for everyone and all of the people around you. So yes, it does seem chaotic right now. It does seem like you are in pain right now, and I so feel that, and I so wish that nobody needed to go through that. But it's not for nothing. Like, the pain is not for nothing. It is moving you into growth and therefore helping others. But before you can help others, you can also connect with others to help you. It is about like this reciprocal full energy of like giving and receiving and giving and receiving and giving and receiving again. And but it's more than just a cycle, it's a spiral, because it's you know, moving with experience and really developing your skills. So that's what I have for you, group 2. Very interesting here with so many Pentacles cards. This could be very business related. It's interesting that we get the Pyrite with, you know, that you picked the Pyrite, because Pyrite is so related to wealth and development and money, and maybe you have been knocked down a little bit here, but it is time for you to use this period of rest to learn so that you can grow from it. This is not, again, it's not for nothing. There's a purpose behind it. So I love you, group 2. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, group 3. If you picked the Apatite, you are in the right spot. So let's take a look at the cards and at the questions. I'm using angel decks here. So I'll be using 2 angel tarot decks and some angel cards. to get some messages, but asking questions first. And for our self-healing reading, group 3 in mind, where does my soul need healing? For group 3, where does the soul need healing? Oh, where does the soul need healing for group 3? No, just, okay, this one keeps wanting to come out. So we're going to take it. And this makes a lot of sense. So first card, we've got the 5 of water, focusing on negative things not turning out the way you anticipated. Forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. And when it talks about looking for the hidden blessings, we've got these 3 cups here, really feeling the emotions. But we always have new things and new opportunities and new doors opening behind you. It is about opening up our perspective, really looking around instead of just being hyper-focused on just one negative situation. You know, there are probably people who would love to be in your shoes. Your past self would probably, you probably have the things that you prayed for at one time. And being this hyper-focused on like this negative situation isn't going to be helpful. Even if we do have some things that are falling apart right now, we have solutions coming in. So we cannot just always dwell on this negative energy, these negative emotions. Of course we want to feel our emotions. Of course we want to go through that because we don't want to hide them. A lot of times when we're like, hey, you need to focus on the positive, people take that as like taking these negative emotions and just pushing them down deep. That's not going to help either. It is being fully aware of the negativity of the situation or the negativity of your emotions, of this negativity, and still moving forward, still looking around, still looking for solutions. And what do I need to do to support my healing? What do I need to do to support my healing? The dreamer. Yeah, this is trusting your future self with future issues. This is, and you can see even here, like looking up versus looking down. This is a new start. Trust yourself, push your fears aside, and take a leap of faith. A lot of times in this 5 of Cups energy, you don't want to move forward because you're so afraid of what's going on around you. The dreamer, though, is not focused on that. It's looking at like a particular outcome, being really, really focused on that outcome, and not knowing what all the steps are in between where you are now and what you want to happen. It's just moving forward, and as these things pop up, it's taking care of it. So an example of this might be, you know, you in your current position, but you want to be CEO of your own company. It's having that trust and faith in yourself to do that. This might be like you in your current position and you want to be a yoga instructor, but you can't even touch your toes right now. It's doing the little things day by day by day and understanding that they amount to a lot at the end. You cannot be paralyzed in fear. You have to move forward. If this is a medical situation, this is like doing those things, those little things here and there and there. And again, those little things add up. Like drinking water, for instance, might be like, well, that's not going to cure my diabetes, but it's going to make something fractionally better. So, and it's finding those things that are going to make things fractionally better and continuing to do those and trusting in it and just keep moving forward. And what is hindering you in this process? The High Priestess. I feel like you have a disconnection with your intuition, probably because your emotions, you're focusing too much on your emotions right now, that you're not allowing them to guide you. You're just looking at them as just this really negative thing that you want to move away from. Listen to your intuition. You need to have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. And it's almost a little bit, I would say counterintuitive to the dreamer, but you got to get moving before then you encounter something and go, hey, is this really, the right direction for me? Yes, let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Let's follow my heart. Let's follow my intuition. Let's follow that gut feeling that I know I need to go with. And running things, the high priestess is also somebody who, she's got a book in her hand. She is continually learning. She is continually adjusting things as she's learning and really working on the situation as she's learning more and going out and discovering more. And now you can look around in any given situation. Let's talk about fitness for one, or diets, fitness and diets. It can look really confusing when you want to, your end goal is like to lose weight, let's say. Because there are so many people who have opinions and we are all different. And maybe this person, Weight Watchers, worked for them, and this person, keto, worked for them, and this person, something else worked for them. This is finding out, looking at those things and running it past your intuition, and is that going to work for me? Is that appropriate for my situation? One size does not fit all, and I feel like the Five of Cups can sometimes be looking at like, well, why is this not working for me? Because I was told by a medical professional, I was told by this really popular YouTuber, I was told by, this person who is supposedly someone in authority that this was going to work, and it just didn't. And it's not losing that momentum and keep digging, but finding what is right for you. Because again, we are all different. And then what spiritual lesson is behind this pain? What spiritual lesson is behind this pain? And we got the Queen of Fire. This is you understanding your role. You're not a victim. You are somebody who creates. You are somebody who has confidence and warmth and intelligence. Graceful is another word that's on this card. The Queen of Fire just exudes confidence, where coming into the situation, you're not really in touch with that. You're not really in touch with your fire. You're just like reacting to emotions, and it's moving past that and like really going into your creative energy and creating things. Not only but for the best for you, but for the people that you love, for the people that are around you, and stepping into your power. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. And then a message from Spirit. So even though you might not feel very empowered right now, because this is a card where you're not feeling empowered, the end result of the situation is being extremely empowered. So not only empowered in the situation, but also I feel like somebody who shares their experience and helps empower others. Yeah, especially when we have the Empress then. We have the High Priestess and the Empress. This is like some really major energy. This is a major, like, even though it feels like something really, really negative, and I'm not taking away from the emotions behind this experience at all, but the growth that we have here, and you being empowered, and you being really helping others with that empowerment. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Really feeling this nurture yourself and others, because once you get a hold of like the direction that you're going and the emotions, and you move past that, and you move past that that perspective, and you're finding these new things, and you realize that you are also a creator of things, and you can share that and help others who might be going through similar situations. And then we have awakened creativity, which is perfect here with the Queen of Fire, because this is the spiritual lesson behind this pain. There's like a tortured artist kind of thing. Is it a thing? And of course, you know, obviously I never want anybody to go through pain or discomfort. But if we aren't uncomfortable, we're not learning things. And, you know, the universe has a way of putting some discomfort into our lives so that it moves us and helps us grow and pushes us forward into a new direction. And that's what this like awakened creativity is. It awakens something new in your mind, like a new experience that you can share with others. Because at some point, you know, we've got this guy here, he's looking at these cups that are on the ground that have been dropped. And somebody is coming in and offering him new opportunities and new ideas and new creativity and new ways to look at the situation, or new ideas to move past the situation, or a new place to focus, right? At some point, you are going to move from being this person, because you're going to be transformed by this experience, to being this person handing the glass to somebody else. And that is really empowering. A message from Spirit. Okay. We have in the vastness of it all. I think this ties a lot of things together for you. There will be times when being alone can make us feel so very small and full of doubt. Questions pour through our being. Do we matter? Do others care? Again, this is kind of definitely a reflection of the Five of Cups energy. And then, why do I feel so lost? And the vastness of the silence that greets these questions may seem to confirm our insignificance, but in time you will feel a part of it all. And your form, your shape, your being will fit within the greater design of the world. You are significant, for you are a child of this planet, and you belong here. It's also really important for everyone to be here. We are all truly important, and we're important in our uniqueness too. We shouldn't all try to fit into one box. So the small one before you, the tiny flower, the bird, the wing of the dragonfly, you are not so small, for they see you as great as a mountain. And what's that's saying is, like, again, goes back to perspective, because we do have like this little bee here, and while you are here contemplating the vastness of the universe, this bee could just be like another person who's like really looking up to you and really needing you for your guidance. And again, I feel like this is all part of like a transformation for you, group 3, where you are in this 5 of water energy, but then as you go through this, as you move through this journey, and it is something that is going to change your life, that you are then the person handing opportunities to others, that you're able to transform from this energy of like feeling stuck and unaware of what you're going to do, to finding that perspective, to moving through, to just really transforming and embracing this Empress energy, and becoming the Queen of Fire and this Queen of Creativity. And when I say queen, I just mean, you know, embody all of that, which is this queen energy. Not necessarily that you have to be female to embody that either. It is about creating and creativity. And all of these three cards here, the High Priestess, the Queen of Fire, and the Empress are very, yes, it is very feminine energy because it is very caring of others' energy. So, you know, this self-healing journey, I almost feel like, you know, you're somebody who takes care of other people, and you might be lost a little bit because of some, you know, some negative thinking. Or, I mean, when I say negative thinking, of course, there's probably a reason why I'm negative thinking. Again, we're in this world to experience, you know, we have this unique human experience that can sometimes be really difficult, that can sometimes be really tough. And that is okay to feel that. But it is going to put you into a new direction where you can help others through this situation that you're currently going through. So I love you, group 3. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next reading.